section of that mall, which had closed in March. They have, and in the last few days, they had done a Technofest, which is had shut down, and 20 years later, they have turned it. Whoa, what the hell is that? Hey, good morning, guys. Holy crap, who would even do that? Hacking shit on the road. Well, sometimes weird shit like that does happen, but right now, I'm in the mall at Westminster, and it's slowly dying out. Like, I'm saying this over and over again, but I just found out from the entrance of the JCPenney store that they are closing down as well. And it's even crazier that I cannot get in from here, but there's a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but there's still a number of customers hanging out here. So they're still working for now, but they're about to shut down as well. So it's been kind of a slow start, I must say. Like, on one side, I'm still mentally like in that dream from my trip to Arizona after all of that. On the other side, though, it's like I'm finally getting back to myself. Oh, and yeah, about that, like, if you know who that "Why So Serious" quote comes from, yes, it's the Joker. It's a good old Joker. There's that one scene in the 2008 movie, The Dark Knight, where Joker judges the Batman in his serious behavior and says, "Why so serious?" You know, it's like bearing with someone that wants to get to work or to school, or even when traveling to a certain place as soon as possible. Holy shit. See, even Chimango is closed. What the hell? You know, it's like the struggles of having to bear these insane people. Like, it just bugs me so much now. But to be true, I used to be that kind of person too. Like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I would get on the school bus to go to school, or I would return home from school, and a lot of times I would think, when the hell am I gonna get back home? When is this traffic gonna clear out, or that kind of crazy shit? At the end, I grew out of that habit, but dealing with certain people that are still in that habit, like, it just triggers me a lot at times. You know, that's like, you know, suppose you're going to, it's like you're going to work and you accidentally make a wrong turn, like on a road that you're supposed to make a right turn, but you make a left turn instead. You know, like, that's just one bit of obstacle that can prevent your time, your day, whatever, from being perfect. It's like I could say, oh, well, just apart from that, it all went good, you know? Here's the Lux Buffet. Wow, even they've closed, because look at that. There's a Father's Day special sign right here, but this was from June 16th, 2024. So that was Father's Day last year. The majority of the escalators aren't even working here. Uh-oh. Wow. How crazy. Like, it just opens and closes. Well, here I am, back on the first floor. And one brief thing is, look at that, a boutique fall festival. Look at that. So it's a 1 month event, and well, it just started. Today's September the 23rd, and just outside of that, there's a inflatable theme park, I can say. Yeah, I can see amusement park over here. Like, they do this every year where they put out amusement place at this time of the year. Well, as much as this mall remains open, I guess they're gonna continue doing it like that. Well, I guess I could still check it out while there's hardly anyone here at this point, and it is not one of those festive days here, so just gonna have a see of that. Yo, look at these! We got some alien plush toys, like wow, Martians. Yeah, because I already do have an alien plush toy from my Plushables series, which I had bought from IKEA, but they do have these in 2 more different colors. You see, they got also one in pink and one in blue. A bunch of these toys is what you can see that are to be put out for the event. Like, wow, look at their sizes. Like, one of them's a huge ass bee, check that out. And the other's a mix of stuff like snakes and bees. Oh, and here's that other blue alien right here. And hold on, is that a corn dog? Check that. It seems like, yeah. I win a mustache too, that's hilarious. And again, it's as long as this mall survives, as long as it continues to operate as many of its businesses. And yeah, here's the closing sign for JCPenney there. It does say from Monday to Thursday it would be open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's currently 12:35. Well, it's a good thing I managed to get inside the store. And the weird thing is I cannot get in from in the mall and cannot get out to go into the mall, but from outdoors it is somehow accessible. You see that? That's freaking weird. Like, Macy's didn't have that when they were about to close, like during their final days earlier this year. Like, you would still be able to get into the mall, but here it's not the case. I'm gonna get into this elevator. 1 to 3. Oh, stop on the second. There we go. Look at this. It's even more crazy that a majority of these body figures, like at least some parts of their bodies are clipped off. Like, you see that guy's hand and all that. You see, they would typically put some clothes on these guys, but it is getting empty here day by day. Over here you would have Puma and have Puma merchandise, but you see all of the shelves here are empty. It's weird. This is my first time, believe it or not, my first time exploring this store, only when it's about to close. This is so insane. See that this store is about to close. I never even came in here, and I'm like, you know what, I'll give myself the opportunity while I can. You see even the bed parts right here. Well, some of them are still in place though, luckily, but they are on a 50% discount. And come down to the second floor. You see, there's still a stack of luggages out here, all for a 50% discount. Say one of them would be originally for $560. Now they'd be $280. And all these. Like, again, I've never came here, and this is very likely the first and last time I come in here. I'm like, wow. And yeah, even this escalator is just stopped. Wow, what a first and last view that was. That's just another store about to go bust. And it's crazy, even though I never got to explore the JCPenney store in the mall. But how many times have you guys seen in the vlogs where Dad and I would explore the Macy's section of that mall, which had closed in March, and what the future of this place will really be. What is going to be the next big thing for this area? Like a BMW dealership, a Tesla dealership. Yeah, I'm just joking, but the current plan is that once they stop the operations for all the stores, they make it a residential place where they would install apartments and make a neighborhood around there. That's the current plan, like within a year or two. But it's still a question mark in mind. Like, it's just another day hanging out at a mall where almost all the businesses are dying out, and it's just a big question. It's like an abandoned place. So, you know, in my time in Turkey, when I was in Istanbul, you know, the former airport that they have, and in the last few days they had done a Technofest, which is a aviation festival. In the year 2025, I had visited that airport thrice. Once for filming scenes of Plushables episode, but I have been to that airport thrice. At first, they had plans to make it a garden, and it failed. And now they're talking of making it a technology place, a technology center, I guess. But it's still in debate at the moment. Like, again, it's still a big question in mind. Like, when it comes to shopping malls, they tend to come up with an idea in a matter of time, but when it comes to airports, then it does take longer to analyze what you do for a project, like come up with ideas for how to replace it. Because there was an airport back from before I was born in Kai Tak, Hong Kong, that had shut down, and 20 years later they have turned it. Whoa, what the hell is that? There's a bunch of stones heading into my car's windshield. That's crazy. Anyway, about that airport, within 20 to 25 years, they have replaced the airport with a soccer field. How interesting. Well, anyway, guys, there's nothing else for me to talk about for today. It's 1:24, but I'm gonna end the vlog like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. You leave us a like, and I'll talk to you in the video tomorrow. Bye.